Presentify is built to work with all kinds of presentation software. Microsoft PowerPoint, Google Slides, Apple Keynote are the most widely used presentation software. So in this video, I'll be showing how Presentify works with each of them. And in the end, I'll show you a trick in the Zoom video calling app. So stay tuned. Okay, so this is Microsoft PowerPoint. So I have a sample slide here, and ideally when you want to present your slide, you will either do this, you will go to slideshow, and then you will do play from start. If not, if you want to present just like this, then it's quite straightforward. So you have your Microsoft PowerPoint app on, and then you can turn on Presentify from the menu bar here like this, annotate screen, or you can use keyboard shortcut. I generally prefer keyboard shortcut. So, and then you can annotate whatever you want. So this is pretty straightforward. But the thing is, when you go to full presentation mode, so let me show that as well. So I can click on the slideshow, start from the beginning. And then, as you can see, I don't have the menu bar or the dock. So my only option here is to start Presentify with the keyboard shortcut. So you can do that with Control and A. And then you can annotate. And if you want to change the slide, you don't have to like close Presentify to do that. So you can press and hold the Fn key and then just use your arrow keys to advance to the next slide or previous slide. And then you can continue annotating on the next slide as well. You can choose to automatically fade out the annotation. If you don't want to clear it manually, you can do that as well in the settings, Presentify settings. All right, I'll exit this. And the same goes to the Microsoft PowerPoint app on the web. I'll do a similar slideshow. Let's see, why is it disabled? Yeah, now it's enabled. So yes, now it's the browser going full screen mode. And then when I press Ctrl and A, I see the toolbar of Presentify and I can annotate without problems. And again, if I want to switch to the next slide, I can press and hold the Fn key and go press the arrow key to go to the next slide. So basically the Fn key allows you to interact with the underlying apps, but even if Presentify is turned on, you don't have to close. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. And now let's jump to Google Slides. So this is Google Slides. I'll click on, it's the same slide. This is the same sample slide here. And let me go to view and then slideshow. Okay, so now it's again full screen mode. Press Ctrl and A, and then you can annotate without any issues. And same Fn key, arrow keys. Great. Now I'll show you Apple Keynote. So Apple Keynote is a tricky one. So let me hide all the other apps. Okay, great. I click on play, it goes to full screen mode. Then I press Ctrl and A. It goes out of full screen mode, but that's fine. You can just press and hold the Fn key, or just press once the Fn key, it goes back to full screen mode and then it's normal. So this is just a minor gotcha with the Keynote app. Otherwise, it's mostly the same. And you can still press Fn key and advance to the next slide, previous slide. You can interact with Keynote. And then you can close it, or yeah, delete all the annotations, close it. Yes. And to go out of the full screen, you can press escape. So that's just basic Keynote shortcut. If you don't go full screen, then it's very straightforward. There are no quirks to know. And this is macOS Tahoe 26. And I'm using the latest version of Presentify here, which is 8.1.0. And if you see here, there's this new option called show dock icon. So few users, they don't want to just interact with Presentify from the menu bar. So you can interact with Presentify using the dock. So you can just right click on this icon and then start or stop any features here. But the only catch is that if you do so, then let's say I open PowerPoint app and I do start. Then when I do Control and A, I see this top bar, menu bar, which doesn't look great. So that's the only catch. Otherwise, it's fine. So generally, I prefer to disable the dock icon. All right, now coming to the Zoom app. I have started a meeting here. So ideally, when you want to share your screen and you want to annotate, you would click here. And when you do so, you are presented with a lot of options like the desktop or application or a browser tab. That's a new one. And if you want to show your annotations to the audience, you have to click this option, the entire screen. But if you want to hide certain things from your audience, you can't do that with this option, unfortunately. You can have two monitors. Then, of course, yes, you can have your private notes in the other monitor and then share just one desktop or monitor or screen, whatever you call it. But if you don't have multiple screens, then the only option you are left with is sharing your entire screen. Or if you use Zoom, there's an option here. If you click more, you can select portion of screen. If you do that, you can select a portion of your screen, and anything within that portion will be shared to your audience. So this includes Presentify's annotation as well. So if I click Control A, I can annotate here and it will be visible to your audience, and you can have your private notes or anything else which you don't want to share here and outside the shared area or region. So this is great if you're using Zoom, but if you're using other video calling apps, then there are third-party apps that lets you create virtual desktops or virtual screens. You can try those out. I have covered one of the apps in a different video, but I'll make another video covering all the third-party apps. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll answer them. Or you can go to Presentify drop-down menu and click help and then support. And that's the best way to reach out to me. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.